Ever wondered what would happen if all the oxygen disappeared from Earth? Think about it. Oxygen is the lifeblood of our planet, essential for almost every form of life. But what if, in an instant, it was all gone? No oxygen to breathe, no ozone layer, nothing. The very air we depend on would vanish, leaving us gasping for breath. It's a wild scenario, so let's dive into it. Imagine the chaos and confusion that would ensue. First off, within seconds, we'd be in big trouble. Panic would spread as people struggle to understand what's happening. Our bodies rely on oxygen to produce energy. Without it, cells start dying. The process is swift and unforgiving. And it's not just us humans. Every living creature would be affected. Animals, plants, even bacteria, everything needs oxygen. No oxygen, no life. The entire ecosystem would collapse. But let's step back a bit. Let's consider the broader implications. Imagine the atmosphere instantly losing all its oxygen. The change would be immediate and dramatic. For starters, the sky would turn pitch black. The familiar blue sky would be a thing of the past. Oxygen molecules scatter sunlight, so without them we'd lose that beautiful blue hue. The sky would look alien and unrecognizable. It'd be like permanent nighttime. Cities would be cloaked in darkness and the world would feel eerie and unsettling. And here's something scarier, the ozone layer. This protective shield is made of oxygen too. That's made of oxygen too. Without it, we'd be exposed to the full force of the sun's harmful rays. No ozone layer means nothing to protect us from the sun's deadly UV rays. The consequences would be dire. Sunburns would be the least of our worries. We'd face severe radiation damage almost instantly. We're talking instant severe radiation damage, the kind that could cause immediate and long-term health issues. Now let's talk physical impacts. Without oxygen, water, which is 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, would start breaking apart. Which is 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, would start breaking apart. The very essence of water would be compromised. Oceans, rivers, lakes, they'd all evaporate into space. The planet's water sources would vanish. Earth would become a dry, barren wasteland. The landscapes we know would be unrecognizable. Buildings and structures would collapse too. Why? Because oxygen is a key part of concrete and metal. Because oxygen is a key part of concrete and metal. These materials rely on oxygen for their strength and integrity. Without it, these materials would disintegrate, turning cities into piles of rubble. Our infrastructure would crumble. And if you thought that's bad, wait until we talk about the atmosphere. The changes would be catastrophic. With no oxygen, nitrogen would dominate. The balance of gases in the atmosphere would be thrown off. But nitrogen alone can't support life. The air would be unbreathable. The pressure would drop dramatically, making it impossible for our lungs to function. Breathing would be impossible. The very act of drawing breath would become a struggle. So everything around us, from the air we breathe to the ground we walk on, would change dramatically. The world as we know it would be altered beyond recognition. Life without oxygen is not just uncomfortable, it's impossible. The planet would be a lifeless husk. Now I know this sounds terrifying, but it's purely hypothetical. This scenario is a thought experiment to help us understand the importance of oxygen. Oxygen is stable and plentiful. It's not going anywhere. Our planet is rich in this vital element, but thinking about these scenarios helps us appreciate how crucial oxygen is for life on Earth. It's a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains us. If you found this thought experiment intriguing, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more mind-bending content. Subscribe and ring the bell for more mind-bending content. Join us as we explore more fascinating what-ifs. Let's keep exploring these fascinating what-ifs together. There's so much more to discover and ponder. Thanks for watching and stay curious. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop being amazed by the wonders of our world.